Good morning, Western Washington, and happy Tuesday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and let's take a look at what we've got going on today. So as you can see, we're starting with the radar here. You can see that convergence zone in the wake of yesterday's system. That's kind of draped over the King-Snohomish County line and is starting to push off into the Cascades. May linger a little bit moving south toward the Bellevue area. We have some other residual showers off the coast and a few here in the South Sound just producing some drizzle near Auburn and Black Diamond, but that shouldn't be too impactful. Let's take a look real quick here at the wind map from last night. We did have that westerly surge down the Strait of Juan de Fuca, but it wasn't as strong as forecast. Whidbey Naval Air Station hit 35 miles an hour, and looks like Dungeness Spit and some parts of the Sequim area hit 45 miles an hour, 43 and 44 miles an hour there respectively. Pretty significant for August, but not very widespread of an event. Let's take a look here at the overall pattern. As you can see here, today's and yesterday's system is moving out of the area pretty quickly. It will bring some clouds today as it moves out. And then as we reach tomorrow morning, you can see that ridge starts to build off to our west and starts to move inland as we go through Wednesday and Thursday. And this will bring some nice weather to us all the way through this weekend. As you can see there, we're going through Friday and now into Saturday, and that ridge is still around. So let's take a look now at what we're expecting for the rest of today. This is the high-resolution rapid refresh model, and you can see it just shows that convergence zone just kind of hanging out through 9 a.m. and then diminishing, and then after that we really don't have any more showers affecting the lowlands, maybe some stuff affecting the North Cascades tonight and this evening. So let's take a look at total precipitation for the next few hours or so. So you can see as we go through today, let's stop this at about midnight. You can see just some drizzle mainly from Tacoma to Everett and maybe a little bit of measurable precipitation for parts of the Cascade foothills and the Cascades near Snoqualmie Pass, and a few scattered showers in the Cascades to the north of I-90, and maybe some drizzle along the southern periphery of the San Juans and scattered along the coast, but not very much more in the way of rain as this system moves out of the area. Let's take a look at temperatures now. As you can see today, the I-5 corridor will mainly be reaching the mid to upper 60s from Seattle southward, mid to upper 60s on the Kitsap Peninsula, mid 60s on the coast, and then mid 60s from Everett northward. As we go to Wednesday, we do start to rebound as that ridge builds. Seattle north will mainly be in the mid to upper 60s, Seattle south and Kitsap Peninsula in the upper 60s to mid 70s. And then mid to upper 60s on the coast. And then as we go into Thursday, you can see those temperatures increase further, mid to upper 70s, low to mid 70s from Seattle northward, and then mid to upper 70s from Seattle to Olympia, and Olympia southward, and parts of Shelton area in the low 80s, and we'll see that offshore flow start to begin on the coast. That will probably bring some temperatures into the upper 60s to mid 70s out there. As we go through Friday, temperatures increase further, mid to upper 70s from Seattle north and from Seattle south to Olympia, upper 70s to low 80s. Olympia southward will likely get into the mid 80s. You can see 86 there around Napa Vine and Toledo, and then 84 for Chehalis, and then you can see that offshore flow continues on the coast and will reach the mid 70s like in the Hoquiam areas, and then upper 60s at the beaches. And as we continue through Saturday, you can see those temperatures continue to increase, mid 70s to low 80s from Seattle north, and then low to mid 80s from Seattle southward, and possibly the upper 80s south of Olympia. So that'll be a hot end to August there, and this August has really been a roller coaster of temperatures, so we'll see that come to fruition over the next few days. And you can take a look there on the coast on Saturday, still quite warm, upper 60s on the beaches and up to 77 in inland areas like Hoquiam. And finally, as we go off through Sunday, temperatures start to cool on the coast as flow turns back onshore instead of northerly. And you can see those temperatures on the coast cool to the mid-60s, down to the low 70s in Hoquiam. And then the Seattle area will stay on the warmer side, though, and will be in the low to mid-80s, mainly mid-80s around Olympia and southward, but even along the I-5 corridor up into Snohomish and Whatcom counties, you could get some 80-plus readings, but that will mainly be away from the water. Areas near the water will mainly reach the mid-70s. So let's take a look real quick at tomorrow morning's lows. So this is Wednesday morning's lows. Most of the area will get into the upper 40s, and I did check my weather station. This will be the first time this area, my area, Federal Way, and this kind of goes for the rest of the metro area as well, will reach the first time that the metro area will reach the upper 40s since mid-June. So that's an interesting thing to note there. And finally, let's take a look here at the 6-day trend. You can see temperatures struggling to warm up a little bit as this trough moves out of here, but then as that ridge builds, Seattle does warm up here to the upper 70s by this Labor Day weekend. So this will be a pretty nice Labor Day weekend. I'm thinking no rain expected, and we'll talk about that more in an upcoming video for the Labor Day weekend forecast. And real quick here, a look at Hoquiam. You can see that offshore flow really impacting the coast on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and highs will be reaching the upper 70s to low 80s, so that's something to watch, and we'll talk about that more in the coming days. Alright everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share these videos. This is all the best things you can do to support the channel, but especially subscribe. That helps a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.